Last year, 40% of American women earned more than their husbands, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. And in South Africa, the 2011 census survey showed that 14% of households are headed by single women, and 15% of households have female breadwinners, where a married woman earns the bulk of the household's income.
It's a development feature. You start to realize that as opportunities increase, as women get more educated, the family formations also are determined by where the jobs are.
I think it's attributed to the progressive policies that the ANC has brought in place, where women are beginning to occupy senior positions and employment opportunities are opening up, young women are getting educated. So even their upward mobility economically and socially.
The term breadwinner originated in the 19th century as a celebration of husbands and fathers who provided for their families, contrasted with wives and mothers who were known as mere dependents. But as the gender pay gap narrows, women's contribution to the economic, political, and cultural landscape grows. Despite this, organizations like the ANC Women's League questions the validity of the term breadwinner.
It's a problematic concept because even when we earn less, we contribute more. We have unpaid labor in the house, we do the cleaning, we do the cooking, so we remain breadwinners in many respects, even if we earn less.
Access to education and employment is not always a given in many households in South Africa, and in some instances, there's just one person providing for all. The 2011 census showed that 8.6% of 20-year-olds had no schooling, so any breadwinner is welcome.
It started like when my mother passed away. That was about, I would say, 20 years ago. She passed away, and when she passed away, I have to take over where she was, taking care of my siblings, and it wasn't easy. It was not an easy road for me. Taking care of my brother, my sister, although she's very far away from me, she's at the Eastern Cape, and I must take care of my grandmother, and it was my son.
Financial independence will continue to challenge the perceptions of traditional gender roles.
For a marriage, there's a legal contract, which is the marriage contract that you sign. There's sometimes a religious contract, but there's always a psychological contract as well. And it's the psychological contract really that determines how the couple will respond. If they started off with the woman being the breadwinner, it's much easier then to continue like that without any problems, unless there's an expectation that at some point the man will become the breadwinner and then he doesn't.
So how does the general public feel about the notion female breadwinner?
Maybe your partner will feel sometimes like threatened with your salary, because that's what is happening these days. You know, like partners they feel threatened about women earning more than them. You know, I don't think maybe I will tell my partner how much I'm earning if really I would earn more than him, because to do that you have to see his a pay slip and you compare them together, but sometimes really it's causing problems, especially in a marriage.
I would rather prefer a man to earn more than me, you know, for that level of respect to give to a man, and for the man not to feel inferior in a relationship, to have some control.
I believe my husband and I are equals, and he treats me as an equal, so it's not going to be a problem. We've been married for 26 years, and in that time I've always earned, or he's earned more than me, or I've earned more than him, but we're equals and our money goes into a central pot.